What's going on, apes? We are going to go over some thoughts that I'm having for today. Any message to all apes out there? Keep in mind, these are only my opinions. I'm not a financial planner, financial advisor, or your dad, so always do your own due diligence. Come to your own conclusions. You are the only one that is responsible for your own investment decisions. But let's talk about the overall sense of AMC. Are you selling? Are you paper handing? If you're not, there's a lot of fraud and manipulation that is going on behind the scenes. We're going to talk about that a lot in this video, but the overall concept here is this is not the time to be paper handing. If you believe in the movement, if you have been in this from $50, $60, even $70, this would be the time, in my opinion, to average down on your positions. That is really all you can do right here, unless you want to lock in a huge loss before the short squeeze actually does happen. Then you will feel even worse about selling your shares because you will have missed out on so many tendies. Trust me, I've done that in the past, and I am not going to do that right now or going into the future. So that is the simple message that I do have for you guys, but I really want to hone in on some manipulation or proof of manipulation that is going on with AMC stock, and I want to make this a focal point of this video so everybody is aware of what is going on. So yes, we did get short interest reported history for the exchanges. That came out yesterday, but the settlement date was for June 30th. So that means on that day is the actual day that this was recorded for. So we are getting this presented as far as yesterday, and that is coming in at 14.75% of the total free float that is sold short, or 75.48 million shares. Keep in mind, the Ortex data just yesterday and even on Friday were indicating about a 19 to 18.5% short interest, with almost 100 million shares that do need to be bought back that are sold short. Now we are seeing 78.72 million estimated shares that are sold short. That is a decrease of almost 25 million shares. How is this possible? You might be asking yourself. It is literally not possible. We've been going down 10% yesterday. Now we are down, as far as right now, down 7.65% regular trading, down 4.35% in after hours trading. So that is well over 10% for today. It is quite frankly not possible when we are seeing low volume for the day, considering about 25 million shares theoretically would have had to been covered unless Ortex data is completely wrong and bullshitting all of us, which I don't necessarily think that's the case, but something is going on here. So I am personally emailing Ortex to see if I can figure out what is going on here. But for today, we only seen about 84 million in volume, and for yesterday we only seen 62.1 million in volume. So this is not possible unless you guys are selling your shares, and I don't think that's the case. Let me know down below in the comment section if you are selling, if you have sold some, if you are buying the dip. But I think the overall consensus here is that people are buying the dip. Now, another point of this is that Citadel controls a majority of our order flow, so I do personally think they are manipulating the bids. But obviously, the reasoning I'm telling you guys this is not to say that we can do anything about this, because we can't as individuals, but as a community that keeps spreading light on what is going on, that will force the SEC, other regulated bodies, to start putting in better regulations to keep track of this and show light to the fraud and manipulation that is going on in the stock market that we all do know about. But the main point, guys, is when we buy these shares, when we buy shares in AMC, they can't take that away from us. So at least that is what we can do that can ultimately help our financial futures and get closer to this mother of all short squeezes. That is literally the only thing we can do, and they cannot take that away from us. So regardless of the fraud and manipulation, it might look bad in your guys' accounts for brief periods, but anything can happen with AMC. We could skyrocket tomorrow. Anything is on the table, but all I do know is I'm continuing to buy the dip. There is nothing to fear. The longer this manipulation, fraud, and corruption goes on in AMC stock, ultimately the better it will be for us. The more synthetic short positions we will have on the market, the more shorting that will be going on in AMC stock. The only controllable variable that we do have is the amount of shares we are selling and buying. So that is where it is very important to let me know in the comment section what you guys are buying, how much you're buying, when you're buying, if you're selling, how much you're selling when you are selling, at what price points. Let me know that information. down below in the comment section. Now, that is pretty much all for this video. I wanted to keep it very short to try to lift some apes morales, because this is not the time to be panic selling, taking a loss when we do know there's massive numbers of FTDs that have to be bought back. We know there's a lot of synthetic short positions, as well as there is a decent amount of actual legal short positions that have not been covered for. And like we talked about, the Ortex data did signify we are down about 4% in the last 2 days. That is quite frankly impossible. So we will have more information once they get back to me and respond to my email, if they ever do, and I will be sure to bring that to your guys' attention to get to the bottom of what is truly going on. With that being said, check out the links down below in the description. If you are not signed up with Public, they do not route your order flows to companies like Citadel. They go straight to the lit exchanges. You get the best price possible, and you stop feeding into this problem of payment for order flows. No deposit necessary, no need to link a bank account. It is a great brokerage, and you get your free stock in about 3 minutes time, so there is no reason to not do that. As well as, if you guys are not signed up with Webull already, use the link in the description, deposit $100, get 4 free stocks, each of them potentially worth up to $2,400 a piece. And there's also a setting in Webull where you can turn off the availability for Webull to lend your shares out to hedge funds and institutions without you knowing about it. So that is why I do have those 2 links. As well as, if you guys want to start winning on your long-term investments as well as options trades, check out the link for the buy and sell alerts. We do it all. We day trade, swing trade with stocks, options. We also do long-term investments with stocks and crypto. So if you guys are not a part of that, check that out. It literally pays for itself. But that is all for this video. I will see you guys in the next one.